Now, from across the tri-states, this is KHQA Sports.
But the much-touted Hannibal Pirate Wrestling squad came into its home opener tonight looking more like a triage unit than a true state contender. 2014 state runner-up Colby Collings, as well as rising 182-pounder Austin Hawes, were both injury scratches tonight, and defending 220-pound state champion Kyle Muring would wrestle down a few fingers after breaking them in a work injury. Would it affect the Pirates? Well, probably not. They're still very, very good up and down the lineups. Here it is, the Pirates taking on Fox in their first match of the night, tied at 24, entering the 170-pound class. Dalton Huffman doing some nice work right here. Set off a fine finish at the end of the second period, gets the 3 back points there to take a 7-2 lead, and then more from him, working hard from the bottom. The Pirates sophomore muscles his way to the reversal and an eventual 11-3 victory. We had forfeits then all the way up to 220. As you can see, Kyle Muring with those broken fingers in the cast. Kid's just a monster anyway, absolutely destroying his competitor in this one with the early throw right here, and then working from the bottom to start period number 2. It's the escape and the reversal for Kyle. This is why he's a state champion. Great low center of gravity. Oh, great takedown right here. And Shane Wygand would eventually just wilt under the assault. And it was definitely an assault from Kyle Muring tonight. The 220-pounder gets the win by pinfall, powering his team to the lead. But they're not done taking out Fox. Last match of the night in the first match for Hannibal against Fox comes at 285 pounds. Heavyweight division, Harrison Vessel doing great work tonight against Tyler Easton, who would be a bigger man, a very powerful man, but just not quite as powerful as the junior, Harry Vessel, who's going to go to work. As you can see, he's given up some size, given up some length, but not given up any strength in this one. Gets control of his man right here, and then eventually catches a wing. He's going to run it, and he's going to make it work for a pinfall victory as well, as Hannibal ends up winning its first match against Fox in this one. Final count was 46-30, but the Pirates were continuing with these highlights. They take on Elias in their second match of the night, and that allowed us to see a couple of the really good lower weight class kids in this one. Yeah. Nice win, Harry Vessel, all fired up on that one. Take you to 126 pounds. You're looking at 2-time defending state champion Chandler Foey right out of the gate. He's like a cobra, savage and just ridiculously quick right there with the ankle pick, eventually working it into a takedown. More. Nick Schneider's did a very good job tonight from Elias of not getting pinned, but little else against Mr. Foey, who was just absolutely destructive as per usual. Takedown after takedown in this one as he picks up the victory there at 126. Immediately following him, young man who finished third in the state last year, Austin James, wrestling at 132 pounds. Pretty good night for him as well. Got the escape and the reversal early, the takedown as well, and won tonight by tech fall in his first match, 17-2. The Pirates wrestled 3 matches on the night. They ended up beating Elias tonight. They also ended up beating Fox, as I mentioned, but a loss to Wentzville by a single point, 39-38 is how their evening would end. So 2-1, not a bad start on the home digs tonight on the season. And again, they'll get back those injured wrestlers coming up very soon, so that will certainly strengthen the deck for the Hannibal Pirates. Let's talk a little basketball today. Matinee action today from Southeast Missouri, and it was Western Illinois putting on a clinic today, knocking off SEMO 79-62 in dayside action. Jenna Mueller, the pride of South Shelby, with 8 points off the bench. Also, the John Wood Trailblazers, the ladies, getting a win over Milliken's JV. Final count in that one was 86-37. And some junior high school basketball news to pass along, and it is good for the 7th grade Liberty girls who take out Jerseyville today. They punched their ticket to state. That will be contested on Saturday at Assumption A&M. Big-time win for Liberty, who now improves to 17-0 on the season. Their opponent will be Colfax Ridgeville, who I believe is 22-2 on the season. That was the good news. The bad news tonight, the 7th graders of Quincy Junior High School, who had a fine season working David, they lose tonight to Morton. So their season comes to an end, 1 game short of the Elite Eight. But 2 really good young basketball programs going to feed into the high school. So that's good news for Quincy High and Liberty going forward. They've got some good players coming.
Sounds wonderful. Thank you so much, Chris. We'll be right back after the break.